Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
All right. Hey, guys, welcome back to our show. I'm here today with Nelson Morris. And guys, besides talking about his journey in business and in real estate, we're going to kind of touch on his new tool. It's a pay-per-lead software, SAS or SaaS, I guess you call it. I looked at it. It looks really awesome. I'm really excited to learn more. But remember, guys, here at Investor Fuel, we help real estate investors, service providers, all real estate entrepreneurs 2 to 5x their business. We do that because we provide the tools and resources to grow the business they want to grow, which in turn helps them live the life that they want to live. So, man, Nelson, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, man. Just very humble to be here with you guys, and can't wait to get to know you and everything you guys are doing as well.
Sweet, man. I appreciate you coming on here and spending some time. Like I said, I looked at your site. It looks really cool. But before we talk about all that, tell us about your journey, man. How did you get into business? How did you get into real estate? What brought you to today?
Yeah, man, I love telling my story. So, and I was just doing something on LinkedIn the other day. I was going to make a post to finally, get out there. But so I started in HR and recruiting. So I was doing HR and recruiting for many, many years. And then my last 2 stops were I was at Lowe's as a talent acquisition partner. I had 16 stores. I was hiring everything from store managers on down. So I was responsible for keeping the stores going. And I love that role. I love Lowe's. I'm always going to support Lowe's even if I'm not there anymore. So that's my company. And so then
don't go to Home Depot.
I can't go to the orange box. That's what we used to call it there. I don't go to the orange box, man. Even years later, I'm not with them, but I still shop at Lowe's. And so great company. Always allowed me to purchase my first home and then grow from there. So never anything negative about Lowe's. So yeah, I was there. And then when I was on my way out, we were buying our second house. And it was just we were buying our first house, and it was just kind of like a mess, man. It was just like I didn't know how much I needed to bring to the closing table. I just didn't have any answers that I felt I needed when I was going through the buying process. If you've ever bought a new house, especially maybe a new build, it's like one of the most frustrating things you can go through. And so we bought that house. We ended up not getting that house. We moved to another one. And so while I was at Lowe's, we were going to go buy a second house. And I was just like, man, I do not want to do that again. And I eventually got into doing that again, right? And so that frustration led me to talking to my agent. And I went to look at this house. I talked to the guy. He goes, well, I'm actually representing the buyer of this home. We can't do like a dual agency, which I didn't know what that was at the time. So he's like, I'll get you another agent. Well, that agent was like, hey, man, I know you had these frustrations. I heard about it. Look into, why this is happening. These are the things. And he's like, you're really interested in real estate because I had been talking to him. You should look into wholesaling. He's like, you could make like $2,000 to $3,000 if you do a deal and you whatever. And at the time, I was like, dude, an extra $3,000 a month. I gotta crack that code.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so in buying this home, he put me onto that, and I never forget. It was Max Maxwell, Jerry Norton.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And like Antoine Campbell and just a couple of people that were really going at that time. And I just started looking at their videos, and it clicked to me because in recruiting, I cold call people all day. And I ask them, hey, why are you at this company? Would you like to come to our company? What has you interested in looking for an offer? Tell me a little bit about what you do there, blah, blah, blah. I literally switched that conversation from job to home. And I was already up and running. I already knew what I needed to do. And I called my boys and I told them, hey, I'm going to do this real estate thing. Y'all want to hop on? So they hopped on for a little while, and then they fell off as they should. And it took me 3 months to get my first wholesale deal. It was $75,000. And I always tell everybody it's 75. When I got to the closing table, she owed like 8 in back taxes. And what was I going to do? Not pay it, right? So I end up walking away with my first deal, like 67 grand. And that kickstarted my wholesaling career. And from there, obviously the first 3 months wasn't good enough to make me a professional. So I did that deal, and then it would be another, 3 or 4 months before I did my next deal. But then I finally got the ball rolling. I eventually left Lowe's, and I just started wholesaling and flipping homes. And I got head over heels into it, buying rentals and everything. And I did that for the next year. I did make a pit stop at Google because when I was on a family vacation, they had reached out about an opportunity. So I worked at Google for about a year. And then they were like, you got to move to Austin or do this and that. And my father was ill and passing away at the time. So I just walked away from that, and I went head back into real estate. And that was probably the end of 2022. And I've been doing it full time since then. I love it. And that's my journey through wholesaling, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I love it. I love it. You took a lot of my thunder questions away. Thank you for that.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So, one question I always like to ask is you said you went into HR first. Like back in the day, as you were growing up, were you around any real estate agents? Was anybody in your family in real estate? Was there any seeds planted back then, that might have spawned and grew the real estate interest later on?
No, I think I've always been an entrepreneur, right? So I used to be really heavy into music. So I had a music studio. I recorded people, I produced, I engineered, and did that for probably 12, 13 years. So that used to be what paid all my bills. And then during doing that, I rented out venues and put on shows. I had clothes that we would design and sell. I used to have a watch subscription company that I started because I love watches. So I think I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. And I always wanted to understand the bigger thing that was real estate, but my brother was in recruiting, and I saw him making a life for himself. So I thought, hey, I'll follow that path. And then when I saw this real estate, like I said, that light bulb went off. Like, I'm already having this conversation. Like, I can figure this out. I saw it, and I just stuck with it.
And you mentioned the conversation piece. This is the second time you mentioned it, and it's huge when you're getting in, you're talking to homeowners. So, what do you think were maybe some of the best attributes that you took from when you were calling that to calling this now? Like, what are some of the main things that made it such an easy transition?
Yeah, because I'm not nervous to be on the phone with you. And honestly, my dad, when I grew up, we played chess a lot, right? So chess is about being 2 to 3 steps ahead of the other person. When you're in recruiting and I cold call you and you're the, director of this or the manager of this or whatever that, I can't go in there and just not know anything. I've got to be able to think 3 steps ahead. Like when I ask you, why are you looking to leave this company, or why are you even talking to me? I've already got to know it's either they don't like the pay, they're too far away from home, or whatever the case is. Right. And so being able to anticipate those and being able to know as soon as he tells me this, I know where I need to go from here and jump from here. It's the same thing. I found out that was the same conversation when I was having real estate. As soon as they tell me, I want to sell this home, but I owe too much on the mortgage. All right, that light bulb went off. So I know I need to be here. Or I want to sell this home because we're going into pre-foreclosure, but the sale is over tomorrow and there's nothing I can do. All right, no, there is something, so.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Being able to think like that and work quickly, I think from recruiting and talking to people. And also when I'm talking to guys who are making 200 or 300,000 at the time, you're making, 50, 60 grand. You're thinking this guy, he eat my lunch or whatever. Right. So the intimidation factor was already gone for me because I had already been doing it for so long.
So it sounds kind of like, and this is how most salesmen have it, is that objection tree in your head, right? It's like, you do it long enough, like there's only a couple ways it's going to be answered. So now it's going to go here, then it's going to go here, then it's going to, so you have better control of it. So when you started wholesaling, I mean, where did you learn? Did you seek a mentor? Did you YouTube you? I know you mentioned, Jerry Norton. I know you mentioned Antoine Campbell, Max Maxwell, great, operators. Did you just kind of buy their courses?
You know what? And this is not a knock on anybody. I didn't buy anybody's course. I went to YouTube University in my bedroom for the 3 months that I was looking for the deal. I actually went to YouTube University, I think, for 2 days. And that second day I was calling real estate agents already. Because of course, back then Norton was all about on market and working that. And so I was calling real estate agents that second day, and I was already getting people, I was BSing, of course, but I was already having conversations like I was a mover and a shaker. And I thought, I'm a real believer and just fell forward. So I felt like if I'm already doing okay on the phone where they're giving me 10 minutes of their time, there's no way in 3 months that I'm going to be worse than I am today. So that's the kind of mind state that I went into it with.
Well, and that's the kind of mindset a lot of people don't have. It's like they think they need to know everything. Yeah. They spend not 2 days, 200 days on YouTube and before they make that first call. So you made that first call. So as you started wholesaling, you started doing more. What were some of the struggles, right? What were some of the things that you're like, man, this is just difficult?
You know what? I think the biggest thing that's difficult, and it will always continue to be difficult, whether you're new, old, or young, old, whatever you want to call it, is having a CRM process to follow up with everything. So obviously this is something that I knew about coming with HR and recruiting, but HR and recruiting, right? The company's paying for all of this. The company's paying for my CRM. The company's paying for us to run ads. They're paying for the phone line. They're paying for everything. So all of that is like, if I call somebody and I want to follow up with them because it looks good, I don't really think of it from a business standpoint. Once I got in the game, I thought, man, I'm not really following up with the leads as heavy as I should, but I'm noticing the dialer cost me $150 and the CRM that I'm using is $100 and this and that. And so I think the struggle today and even now is just having a great process to flow leads through to make sure that you're following up with everybody. Because honestly, the most money I've made is always going to be in the follow-up. So that's something that was a struggle at the beginning. And it's still a struggle if you're getting 800, 600 leads in every month.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the fortune is in the follow-up. Right. And nowadays with the advancements of the AI and all the automation and all that, I mean, a lot of these CRMs make it kind of like a no brainer. You plug and play, right? It's already in there. You just plug it in. So that's awesome. So what is your business? We're going to talk about your CRM here in a minute. I mean, your company here in a minute. But what does your business look like? Is it just you? Do you have a team? How many deals are you doing?
So, what I did was, because I thought, being ethically, I launched my company newly now a year ago. I stopped doing deals. So I thought, I don't want to be doing deals with these leads, because if I'm doing deals and I'm showing HUDs, people are going to be like, well, what are you giving me? The leftover leads, the bad?
Yeah,
so
right. True.
I didn't want to have that marker on my back. So right now my company is me, a partner, and then I've got a team around us that is helping us execute everything from developers, just VAs and things like that. So that's what the company looks like now. Now we do still, like last week, a guy asked me, hey, I've got this deal that one of my plumbers is calling for a rental property. Sorry, I can't take it. I posted a deal in Pace Mortgage Group because a guy I know is like looking to help move a deal, and I just want to help him out. So if I come up with things like that, I'll do it. But I'm not really doing any deals right now. I'm JVing with other people, giving them leads, letting them do what they do, and kind of showing what our company can do.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Got it. I love that. So let's talk about your company, Newly. I was on it. It looks pretty cool. Give the rundown.
Yeah, so I try to keep it simple, stupid, KISS method. I want you to sign in. You'll see you have premium leads. Those leads can be downloaded up to 3 times each, or they stay on our site for 30 days so that we're always giving you a fresh batch of leads. We upload anywhere from 20 to 50 a day, just depending on our customer base at the time and what we have. And so our goal is to take away all of the difficulties for you to start wholesaling. So you don't have to skip trace a list. You don't have to pull a list. You don't have to hire a VA. You don't have to get a dialer. We've already done everything for you. We're running ads and we're getting cold callers on there, bringing us leads. So the literal only thing you have to do.
I wanted to ask that. How are you generating these things? I apologize for cutting you off.
No, man. Yeah. So we're running ads, Meta, and then we're also doing a ton of cold calling, and even what comes in through Meta, we're trying to call and verify that. So
got it.
We want you to have the best opportunity to talk to people right away, right? So I know the struggle maybe that we do have is that we don't pinpoint locations, right? So if you say, hey, I just want leads in Texas, well, we can't do that for $200 a month because nobody can. So
it's true.
It's true, right?
Yeah.
We could get you $200 a lead or something. But so our goal is to upload nationwide every day, allow you to get on the phone and get in front of sellers who have shown us motivation. And so that's what we do. We do have an exclusive lead section in there. So if you want to talk to people who raise their hand only from our ads and say, hey, we need help, then we do have that on there for you for only $100. So our goal is to get you in front of sellers today as fast as we can so you can start doing deals. And we've had a lot of success with that.
Did you say $100 a lead? That's it?
$100 for an exclusive lead. And guess what? We give you your first month of your 25 leads, premium leads, for only $100. So that's 25 leads for $100. And as long as you're a subscriber with us, if you come to me and you say, hey, Nelson, I signed up and 5 of these guys told me to go kick dirt or whatever the case is, I put the leads back in your account.
Okay.
So I try to help people who are new and people that don't understand. If you go hire a VA and you go do all of the things, list pool, get a dialer, do all those things, which are great, that's going to cost you $1,200 to $1,500 to get that going, to get the right list in the VA. Then you're going to hire that VA. They're probably in 1 month's time, they may come back to you with 40 leads. Say that. Out of those 40 leads, you're probably going to get on the phone and talk to 15 of them. And out of the 15, maybe 3 people have some general interest in selling, right? And that costs you $1,500 a month. We've already done all that for you.
Yeah. Okay. So how is your qualification on the cold callers, right? So like usually, with my callers, I would say, hey, we want to make sure they have at least 2 of the 4 pillars, right? The price, motivation, timeline, condition. Obviously motivation and timeline are the 2 I really want to get. But is there any qualification to where you said this is a lead if it meets this?
Yeah, so we want to at least, like you said, get a few of those pillars, right? We can't get price, and I've learned with this business, we don't want to aim for price, right? Because I've quickly learned, if I tell you that the homeowner said that they want $100,000, and then when you talk to them, they actually wanted $101,000, I would like to get a lead credit. So what we've quickly learned is our goal is our pillars are motivation, timeline, and really motivation is the one we stick on, right? So we don't want to give you one. we don't want to give you people who are just going to say F you, right? Now, what I tell you, people want, only 10 grand under the home asking price or just 20 or whatever. Yeah, well, every deal is not a wholesale deal. So you're going to have to learn novation, work with realtors in the area. You've got to learn how to skin a cat. But we're not going to give you properties that are on market, and we're going to replace properties that say F you. So we try to make sure that we give you that motivation. But yeah, I quickly learned when I went to this, we were telling them that it's 100 grand, that it's vacant, and they want to sell on Thursday. And they're like, no, it's 101,000. It's vacant only tomorrow. And they want to sell on Wednesday, not Thursday. I need a credit back. And I was like, all right, we got to fix a couple things here.
And price should never be, in my opinion, a qualifier. I mean, if they're outrageous, I want $1 million. Well, obviously, but then that just means you need to dig more. You need to peel that onion a little bit more.
Yeah.
So just to kind of make it clear, so you can sign up and pull the premiums up to 25 or 40, or I think is what the numbers. And then after that, you would just buy the leads, or how does that all work? If you want to get 100 leads a month.
Yeah, so if you want to get anything over 40, you reach out to us and we'll put something custom together for you. So that you can have the need met for your business. And then if you want to go beyond that, right, then we can get you an ad campaign going and we can just run your ads for you and manage that. So we try to make
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we just try to make sure that we can touch every part of your business and incorporate ourselves to make sure you get what you need.
Okay. And then the exclusive ones, you can just buy membership or not.
You don't have to have a membership. You can just go on the website, say, hey, there's something in Houston, California, wherever. I want to buy it. Boom, it's yours. You get it. Go home with it.
So you had a wholesale flip business. I mean, I know you went back. You had things going. Where did you see, or why did you see that strong need to halt all that and build this?
Because when I was doing it, I was kind of doing everything myself, which we all do once we get in this business. And what I was doing was I was doing PPC. So I would spend 10, 15 grand on PPC for the month, right? And every single lead in that thing matters. Every single lead that comes in when you're spending at that price point, it's your baby. Mm-hmm. And what would happen was I'm still, not perfect at all. So I thought to myself, man, I got this lead in this area that's great, but I just don't know. It's not for me. I can't do anything with it, but I don't have the time to go find the right person who can do something with it because I'm working on 2 other deals that are 300 deals under a contract, and I'm in 3 different states at once. We're doing walks. You know how it goes. Yep. I thought to myself, there's got to be somebody out here who could use that lead. There's got to be a place where I could run that lead where somebody it would be useful to. And then also I would find myself, I spend 15 grand and then maybe I make 30 or 40 the next month or 2 months later when everything closes, but I still got to keep paying the next 15 grand for those next leads. So I thought to myself, there's got to be out there someone out there that's just like me, who's like, dang, I'm making all this money, but deals don't close every 30 days. It's not the way it goes. So I wanted to provide a solution to the person who's just constantly feeding their budget, running their business, doing everything on their own. And I thought, well, these are the same leads that I'm getting. I want to build a platform that we can assist. So that's why I did it, because I thought, to me, this would be a longer play for me. And it would provide some value to everybody where I could really grow and scale this. I love wholesaling. I'm always going to be a part of it. But I just thought, I saw this vision. I had it for a couple years before we launched, and I said, F it, let's go all in.
I love it. What do you, over your years of growth and experience and whatnot, what do you attribute your keys to success, whether it's business or life?
Failing forward, just starting, just doing it. I always tell people that know me, if I tell you I'm going to do something, there's a certain way when I tell you I'm going to do it, then it's going to happen. And so I told, a few people, hey, I'm going to do this. And so that's what happens. When I told you I was going to wholesale, I was going to wholesale. We did that. When I told you I was going to flip, we flipped. We did that. When I said I'm going to buy some rentals, we did it. If I say I'm going to start a lead company, I did it. We're doing it. So that's, I think, just taking action.
And that's you. I mean, it sounds so simple to so many people, but it really is. It really is that simple. Yeah. Well, man, Nelson, I appreciate you coming on here and sharing all this. I think your system is awesome. I'm probably going to get in touch, and I'll probably will use it to get some leads and try it out.
Love it,
guys. Man. If you want to reach out to Nelson, please, Nelson, how do they get in touch with you if they want to use your system?
Yeah, so reach out to me. Newly _ on Instagram is the best way to reach out to me. I recently got hacked, so I'm starting over fresh. So I'll see every DM now. But that's the best place to. Or if you want to email me, it's hello@newly.com. You can reach me at those two places. I'm always available to answer any questions. And if you sign up, and if you do want to sign up, and you say that you came from the podcast today, then we'll make sure that we give you a freebie in there as well.
Awesome, guys. There you go. Take advantage of it. Get in before it gets popular, or more popular. Nelson, thank you again, man. I truly enjoyed this conversation. It was really awesome. Guys, reach out to Nelson. I hope you guys enjoyed this show, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.